2026's biggest horror movie risk has already paid off thanks to the promising early box office results of the film in question. The horror genre is one of the more hard-to-pin-down categories in the world of film, as the genre has some of the biggest and worst box office results of all time, and this isn't a concept that's always associated with quality, since even some of the best horror movies have been cult classics that didn't stagger audiences at the box office. That said, this inherent risk that so often comes with horror stories, especially more daring ones on a narrative level, hasn't prevented a wealth of horror movies from pushing the boundaries of what's possible for the genre with blood-chilling and fascinating releases. Mercifully, the film that looked to be the biggest risk horror movie-wise of 2026 has already shown that the potential narrative pitfalls of adapting it have been avoided, since there's already considerable and demonstrable audience and box office interest in the film. Hopefully, this can encourage yet more unique horror films to come to fruition, given we're now seeing the success of a movie that was previously considered to be borderline impossible to make. 2026's Backrooms movie has already proven itself on day one. The concept of a Backrooms movie is an inherently immensely challenging one, both in terms of how its story is constructed and in terms of how the film interests audiences in its narrative too. Rather than conventional horror scares, the Backrooms lore and original source material revolves around creating a sense of the uncanny that isn't as necessarily pulse-raising, and that needs plenty of time wherein effectively nothing is happening to work. Combined with the lore not revolving around a conventional evil horror movie monster or serial killer, it's easy to see how Backrooms was a risk that could have lost audiences. Instead, though, the intrigue of how this challenge would be pulled off, and the promising-looking promotional material for the film, including Backrooms' main trailer, has resulted in very much the opposite becoming reality. As per Deadline, Backrooms' theatrical pre-sale numbers have already reached $9 million, earning more than Scream 7 in this window, which itself was one of the bigger horror movies in recent history, demonstrating the interest in the release. Why the Backrooms movie has already netted a promising early box office. Horror has long been a prime genre for film experimentation, with audiences often drawn to more novel concepts that are unlike any they've heard before. It's clear that a good portion of the Backrooms' early success here is tied to that idea, and to the prior viral success of the original online videos, which themselves were a prime look at a specific kind of horror not as often seen on the big screen. To add fuel to this fire, Backrooms is releasing at a time wherein adaptations of horror concepts first popularized online or associated with this sphere have been going from strength to strength. Markiplier's Iron Lung drew in solid critical acclaim and a healthy box office, and Obsession, headed by online creator Curry Barker, has itself garnered major critical and financial results, further underlining the potential of this often underrated corner of the movie world. While Backrooms has plenty of its theatrical runtime left to go, its early results paint a promising picture of what's to come, and suggest that other audience dreams like an SCP movie could be far closer to becoming reality if the 2026 horror movie continues to succeed at the box office.